Internet. We first explain the domain name system, DNS, that enables hosts to be identified by human-friendly names instead of the IPv4 or IPv6 addresses that are used by the network. Then, we describe the operation of electronic mail, one of the first killer applications on the global Internet, and the protocols used on World Wide Web. 3.2.1 The Domain Name System. In the early days of the Internet, there were only a few number of hosts, mainly mini-computers, connected to the network. The most popular applications were remote login and file transfer. By 1983, there were already 500 hosts attached to the Internet. Each of these hosts were identified by a unique IPv4 address. Forcing human users to remember the IPv4 addresses of the remote hosts that they want to use was not user-friendly. Human users prefer to remember names, and use them when needed. Using names as aliases for addresses is a common technique in computer science. It simplifies the development of applications and allows the developer to ignore the low-level details. For example, by using a programming language instead of writing machine code. A developer can write software without knowing whether the variables that it uses are stored in memory or inside registers. Because names are at a higher level than addresses, they allow, both in the example of programming above, and on the Internet, to treat addresses as mere technical identifiers, which can change at will. Only the names are stable. On today's Internet, where switching to another ISP means changing your IP addresses, the user-friendliness of domain names is less important. They are not often typed by users, but their stability remains a very important, maybe their most important property. The first solution that allowed applications to use names was the hosts.txt file. This file is similar to the symbol table found in compiled code. It contains the mapping between the name of each Internet host and its associated IP address too. It was maintained by SRI International that coordinated the Network Information Center, NIC. When a new host was connected to the network, the system administrator had to register its name and IP address at the NIC. The NIC updated the hosts.txt file on its server. All Internet hosts regularly retrieved the updated hosts.txt file from the server maintained by SRI. This file was stored at a well-known location on each Internet host, c. RFC 952, and networked applications could use it to find the IP address corresponding to a name. A hosts.txt file can be used when there are up to a few hundred hosts on the network. However, it is clearly not suitable for a network containing thousands or millions of hosts. A key issue in a large network is to define a